In this video, we're going to reveal 20 extreme frugal living tips that actually work. Number 1, play games on your phone for money. An extreme frugality living tip that exists thanks to the advancement in tech is playing games for money. Believe it or not, there's actually several great apps that will gift you credits for some sort that you can trade in for either gift cards or real money, like Amazon or Starbucks, and even prepaid visas so you can use to make online purchases. Number 2, use reusable menstrual products. The prices for menstrual products like tampons and pads won't let you live a frugal lifestyle because of how expensive they are, but fortunately, there are reusable menstrual products that can help save you money. The most notable example is the Diva Cup, which is essentially a reusable tampon. Number 3, shower less often. We really meant it when we said extreme frugal living tips. And in this case, instead of showering every day, to try to lower it to only 1 or 2 days a week. For those that think that showering every other day is unhygienic, there's studies that show that it may be bad for your skin to shower every day, and not to mention it's bad for your wallet too. Number 4, flush toilets once a day. Another extreme frugality living tip is to try to only flush your toilet once a day. If you can muster the courage to do that, then you certainly are going to save a lot of money over time. But if it's too much, then practice the mantra, when it's yellow, keep it mellow, when it's brown, flush it down. This will already reduce the amount that you flush greatly and save you a lot of cash. Number 5, complete surveys for gift cards. Did you know that answering some questions on a survey could result you in getting paid? It's as simple as going on a survey app like Swagbucks, where they're going to recommend loads of surveys where, in return, you'll get points that you can trade in for gift cards or cash. If you're looking for a frugal life tip, then start doing some of these surveys. Number 6, don't be afraid of expired food. A lot of the food that's thrown away is usually perfectly good food that's either gone bad in its expiration date or the quote-unquote best before date. But oftentimes, food will still say perfectly fresh far beyond their labeled expiring date. Instead of relying on the best before label, use your sense of smell and taste to see if it's really gone bad. You'll definitely be throwing away less food and saving some extra dollars. Number 7, get free food from Amazon Direct Ship program. We all do end up buying from Amazon from time to time, but did you know that you can get free stuff as well? This extreme frugality living tip is secretly tucked away in the Amazon Direct Shipping program. Essentially, this is a program that's cured for warehouses so as to get rid of their stock quickly by simply giving it away. The next time you're on Amazon, be sure to sign up for this program as part of your frugal lifestyle chain. Number 8, become a tap water only household. There's only one beverage that every human needs to drink, and that's water. However, many households will spend drinks like sodas and juices, and unfortunately these purchases can be costly very quickly. Instead, turn your household into a tap water only household, as this way you completely rid yourself of any unnecessary beverage expenses and keep yourself healthy. Number 9, trade your belongings online. Before money was ever a thing, people used to trade items for other things. Now this may seem unnecessary today, but it can be an awesome extreme frugality living tip that you can actually do right now. Instead of buying new items, consider trying to trade your old items for an item you're looking for. There are great resources like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace where you can end up finding and trading with people to get great items through trading your items for theirs. Number 10, buy experiences instead of things. Items only last for a limited amount of time, and more often than not, they end up being forgotten very quickly. However, experiences are always stored in our memories and can be some of the best investments that anybody can make. If you are ever in a debate about whether or not to buy something or going on a trip, the trip should always take the winning seat. Because by taking that trip, you're going to be much happier and thus allowing you to need less guilty pleasure purchasing to stay happy, which in turn ends up saving you more money. Number 11, buying in bulk. Buying bulk may seem expensive at first, but when you look at it in detail, it ends up being cheaper than buying singular items. The key to understanding this is the value you buy of a bulk because it's cheaper when it comes to price per unit. Number 12, sell your appliances. Let's face it, appliances are really expensive, so why end up buying a new one when you can end up getting a high quality used one? Many people think that this way is especially for those who are trying to be frugal or dealing with financial stress. That means that there's a big market of people wanting to buy appliances that you can end up tapping into. If you've used appliances that are still lying around and working, then consider selling them on various online marketplaces to save some extra money. Number 13, keep your glass jar. Glass mason jars are typically an item to recycle, but they're some of the most useful storage containers. An extremely old-school frugal tip is to save glass jars to be able to store all sorts of items around the house. So instead of buying new storage containers, consider using mason jars to save some extra cash. Number 14, change to LED light bulbs. If you're looking for an extreme frugal tip to save money on your energy bills, then a quick switch to LED light bulbs instead of the traditional incandescent ones can end up doing the trick. LED light bulbs are around 75% more efficient than regular light bulbs, and that means 75% more money saved from your light usage. Number 15, use search engines for cash rewards. There is an incredible amount of apps that give you cash rewards for just using the normal search engines outside of Google. For example, Microsoft will reward you 1/10,000th of a cent per search that you make with their engine. And while this may not seem like much, you know that you're going to be searching stuff up anyway, so why not get paid for it? Number 16, reuse grocery bags. For many people, there's an expensive pile of grocery bags that you're simply not using or don't know what to do with. But unfortunately, they have more than one use, and that's not just being thrown away in the garbage or recycling. For starters, plastic grocery bags can be used as effective garbage bags for places like bathrooms, and another great way to use these grocery bags is for dog poop. Both of these extreme frugality tips can help you save on items that you typically buy. Number 17, start a garden. A garden is a fantastic way to begin frugal living whilst living by yourself with fresh vegetables. A garden is a very effective way to be able to reduce your grocery bills by growing most of the produce yourself. For those avid vegetable eaters, this is a fantastic way to help you save money and have a wonderful experience growing your own vegetables. Number 18, write down your expenses. How can you actually end up knowing what you're spending if you're not actually keeping track of it? An extreme, albeit effective frugal tip that can help you to start ASAP is writing down every single cent that you spend. By keeping track of the spending, you'll know where your money is going and how much of it's going where. Number 19, hang your clothes to dry. Drying your clothes in the dryer is a great way to increase your electric bill, but if you want to be able to learn to cut off expenses, then consider trying this extreme frugal habit. Air drying your clothes is a great way to nullify your energy dryer use and still keep your clothes dry. Even though it may be a bit more work to hang the clothes, you can still feel comfortable knowing that you're going to have money in your pocket. Lastly, number 20, spend nothing on the weekend. Weekends are arguably the easiest time to spend the most. And with that in mind, try to challenge yourself by not spending anything on the weekend at all. Now, granted, you don't have to do this every single weekend, but once a month will already allow you to see some great savings adding up in your account.